Pay particular attention to what is said here, because I'm going to share with you an extremely important process which have brought down mighty dynasties, empires, nations, and corporates to their knees that many have lost existence and become history. It is communication. Information security communication is very delicate subject similar to the navigation compass of olden era that would fail very often when their sailing vessel would be in the vicinity of magnetic rocks. Due to this failure, the ship and its crew would be disoriented and lose the sense of direction. In the same manner, absence of communication, lack of communication, improper communication, delay in communication, excessive communication, inadequate communication, whom to communicate, when to communicate, who would communicate, how it would be communicated are extremely delicate subjects to shake and uproot the organization. Let me shift the gear a little bit. Come to think of it, how hundreds of different instrumentations communicate in a SCADA system, among various systems and subsystems in an interdependency architecture, and how control panels communicate, how firewalls communicate false positives, false negatives, and correct interpretations of all of these stated UI interactions, and, of course, emergency communication, etc., so on and so forth. It goes on. But you get the point, right? Keep in mind that all bad communications, angry communication, insulting and humiliating communications in the organization yield disgruntled employees and colleagues. One of the gravest threat vectors within the organization is the insider threat. 90% of insider threat comes from disgruntled employees and colleagues. Do you get this correctly? Good. Let me give you another dimension of information security communication. During the audit of a head office of a multinational conglomerate, the auditor raised legal non-compliance regarding website not being accessible to differently abled persons. Here, as such, the company failed to communicate to all its intended consumers, which included differently abled consumers, but also 42% of consumers belong to the countries which have mandatory compliance obligation by the organizations to make their websites accessible to differently abled persons. The auditor also raised non-conformance regarding inability of the company to keep its website updated on the several latest information, and older logo was not changed with new logo released 5 months ago. During the audit, you must look for how the organization keeps documented information to the extent necessary to have confidence that the information security processes have been carried out as planned. This is just a tip of the iceberg. Only 12% of the organizations audited comprehend this and comply with the requirements of the international standard. Deficiency in meeting the requirements is eating the organization's inside out. 100% compliance is the only key to survival. That is it. Information security, communication, process compliance fulfillment cannot be shortchanged. It cannot be done incompetently, hurriedly, or fleetingly. In the matters of information security, ignorance definitely is not a bliss. This is similar to a child playing with fire. These organizations invariably get major nonconformance and their certificate suspended. The organizations need to abide by the requirements of the international standard on communication. These costly blunders are avoidable. Do not worry, the compliance of these requirements is just few clicks away. Communication audit checklist questionnaires to determine the non-compliance in conformity with ISO 27001 contains downloadable Excel file with 4 sheets having more than 65 compliance checklist questions. These compliance questionnaires are mapped to the mandatory requirements of ISO 27001 clauses, controls, and domains. This will enable to pinpoint non-compliance, focused remediation, and security performance analysis from one audit to another audit over a period of time. The checklist has complete inventory of clauses, clause numbers, clause titles, controls, control numbers, control objectives, and domains of ISO 27001. Each audit results are unique. The dynamic nature of the outputs of the audit results are required to be analyzed. Therefore, in the Excel file that you would receive, one sheet is dedicated for audit result analytics with 7 parameters analyzed in graphs and tables. Securely save the original checklist file and use the copy of the file as your working document during preparation and conduct of the assessment of communication process. The security assessments probe multi-threaded investigation audit trails. The security checklist has numerous investigative questions. Invariably, the communication-related processes are at various levels of information security maturity. Therefore, use checklist investigation questionnaires quantum apportion to the current status of threats emerging from risk exposure. The communication process checklist on requirements of ISO 27001 follows the cardinals of risk-based thinking, RBT, process approach, and PDCA, plan, do, check, and act methodology. This enormous checklist on communication has been prepared by the collective wisdom of panel of information security principal auditors and lead instructors under the aegis of ISO Training Institute. Lots of effort has gone into preparing it and making it available. These comprehensive, deep probing, robust checklists are unparalleled in the entire world. The security checklists have been prepared with a noble spirit of reducing the colossal damages due to security breaches to the organizations and professional careers, including yours. You have a choice to continue to remain vulnerable as the hunted by the security breaches, which are the hunters, or proactively identify and neutralize them with the help of these robust compliance checklists. It is a choice between corporate longevity and corporate obituary. It is choice of not becoming scapegoat and protecting your careers and growth that you truly deserve.